I got two Konigs. The blue one is the wannabe race car and the other is bone stock. I want to convert my stock car into a full-fledged off-road racer, seeing that I've got some off-roading parts on me and even unlocked some rally shocks after winning the Demolition Derby event a while ago. Hey guys, it's TRIZE here. Let's start our Friday off where we got the frickin' old truck here in front of my sugar shack is because right here for my maple syrup in the big-ass truck tank here. This is all full, including, I think, 8 barrels that I got here. Yes, 8 barrels, and these 3 will have to wait till later on the day before we sell those. So let's get in the truck here and prepare to sell... Well, first put the barrels in the trailer and prepare to sell those at the Maple Syrup Federation. Because we need enough money to make sure that we can afford all these upgrades to convert my bare-bones stock Konig from the Junkyard and convert that into a rally racer, seeing that in a future update in this game, is that when they release a new car, which I believe is called like the Prinz or something like that, a front-wheel drive type of car, a project car kind of like the Konig, the wannabe BMW E36, is that when that update drops, of course, that car will be in the game, and also there will be some, I think, off-road time trials or like more trails to do some off-roading and actually post like some times or whatever, kind of like you do at the racetrack. That's supposedly the next upcoming update in this game, even though this game hasn't been updated in over 5 months. As a developer, Santa Goat is still working on it ever since this recent update. Alright, can I just drive the trailer like through the little sell point right here to quick sell the barrels? Yeah, but it's kind of treacherous. If I can... Well, we got 400 hours right there as of right now. 200 hours right there, so 600 total. 800 in total, 2 more left. Please. I just want to sell these without getting out of the truck. Without getting stuck in the process as I'm doing right here. Alrighty, since you asked it. Decouple, yeet goes the other barrel, and yeet goes the other barrel, so 400 hours right there. So 400 times 8 is 2,400 hours? No, 3,200 hours. 3,200 hours right there, plus the tank in the back. So 32 plus 2,000, so 5,200 hours right there. Not bad of a good, that's not bad of a start. Pretty good start. Now let's get the trailer again because we gotta back this boy up and recouple it and recover my stock Konig at the gas station because in my last, well, a while ago in my hardcore save is that I accidentally trashed the car selling some of that weed to the dealers upside the other side of town, across the bridge. Because I took a corner way too fast, dumped the car in the frickin' ocean, and had to call the tow truck at the gas station to recover my car, which it should be here if I'm correct after my last video doing all them street races. And yes, it's here. I might as well just go home. Let's first buy the parts, then go home, call Martin, and recover the car and install the parts from there. Hold on, let me get into a game plan. Alright, I might as well just buy the parts right here, just stop the truck, and I might as well go home with the parts and come back with the trailer, like the car trailer, and tow the car back home using the truck. I don't have to call Martin, wait at like noon or something for him to get back. So my boy Roger, hello, we are stocked, well stocked for a Konig like yours, but my Konig's over there, my stock one, and my racing car is over there at my house. And if I'm correct, I did see something about a, let's see, is it over here? Yeah, the rally shocks after unlocking it by doing the Demolition Derby, because I seen it in a mail, like in the mailbox at my post office. Where is it? Where's Mr. Post Office over there? Yeah. So right here, and $209 power bill, not bad. So I forgot to take notice. So it's signed the letter, $200, and boom, don't shut off my power, please. Thank you. Aha, right here, the pieces de performance, rally suspension, maintenance dispensable. Plus 30 centimeters for $198.68. And you know the rest about the church parking lot every Friday and Sunday, but you got a store, so this traveling van isn't really that suited no more. And what's this? Business de performance again with the adjustable stuff thingy-majig. So since we got the money, buy the rally shocks, which these are some big-ass springs, alright mate, so drop it in there, and do the other for the other 3. And I might as well buy another engine right here, another performance engine, but this will be naturally aspirated instead of being the turbocharged build like I got with my wannabe race car. And it's pretty heavy, damn. And by the time we're about, like, buying all these parts, I'm about to be freaking broke up in here, man. So, manual transmission, $2,300? We're down to just $2,800 to see how much this bogs the trailer. Not that much, surprisingly. And you also want to buy some, like, rims, too, and I believe off-roading tires also. These are $350 a piece. Unless I can use the all-season tires and be a freaking Chad. And I don't know much about sway bars in terms of like rally racing, but seeing that you got the rough terrain, I might as well choose the soft sway bars for the front and the rear for, I think, $260 each. Shut up, bitch. Alright, might as well get with the parts that I got now, seeing that I'm just about broke at the moment. Look at this, $1,123.41 right now in the bank after buying all the seats, the engine, sway bars, suspension stuff, engine stuff, this and that stuff, so let's go home and put the upgrades to the car. Alright, let's first drop off the parts because I gotta turn around. Let's line this up better because I gotta turn around. Oh, that's what it's called, Martin. Don't do me, trailer. Because I gotta call friggin' Martin, I believe, and get a free ride from him so I can get to the gas station and get my car by stock Konig and begin work on this car. And oh, these are the old bars. And my trailer is doing a frickin' wheelie because the engine. Well, let's eat this bad boy. I might as well just call Martin right now because it's going to take a long time to unpack and everything. So 555-2020. Please get here ASAP, mate. Please. Thanks. And here comes Martin as I'm just gotten done unpacking. So I needed some maple syrup needs, poutine needs, so close the door as this, I don't know if it's copyrighted music, is blaring. So, Martin. Yeah, man, let's go. Yeah, let's go while you're resting your hand in the gear shifter for it being a manual, which is not the best thing to do, which I heard. It does something like when you rest your hand in a gear shifter like that for being a manual, like it wears something down the transmission, which could prematurely wear down the transmission, causing you to break it. You almost went wide, dude. That's why you're high. Of course, it's gonna take me to his house rather than, like, drop me off at the gas station. Alright, dude, go home. Go home, and why don't you disappear? Wait for it. You're just gonna stare at me, but he'll disappear when I open the door. God damn this game. And also, did I pick up the wooden spoiler? No, I didn't, so pick it up and find a car. Here's the gas station. I also just noticed it's about to be closing time in terms of the Maple Syrup Federation, so I'm not going to be able to sell my other 3 barrels that I got on me, so Jackways, Maple Syrup. Hello? Hello? Damn, you're high. And of course the poutine. Eat in your face, chef. How's it going? He doesn't care if I eat in his face because that's all he does. Just spawns behind a counter and despawns when it's closing time. And now, let's drive this bone stock Konig. Excuse me, get out of here, Mr. Wooden Spoiler. Stock Konig back home. With the handbrake up because it thinks it's a manual transmission, but it's an automatic. When you're on flat land, why do you need the e-brake when you got the actual parking brake, that keeps it in place? Okay, that should be all the parts, so we're clear inside and clear on the trailer. Good, so let's hopefully by today get this all worked out here with my car. So let's probably start with, let's see here. I mean, the easy stuff is going to be like the gear shifter and the gauge for the gear. So we're going to put the gauge for the gear, like here-ish. Good. Yep, that'll work. And for the first time in a while, jack this bad boy up because we need to get the suspension all dealt with by changing out the stock springs and put the rally springs on it. And get underneath the exhaust, get underneath the transmission to fix that, and swap out the engine and do a bunch of other things to make it faster and more rally-like. And the engine, it's still the rusty-ass kind that I put on. Not I put on, but that I used since the beginning of the game. And what happens if I just unscrew the engine? Will all the bolts just, like, explode with the engine itself and the intake and all that stuff in general? So what happens if I just get in? Oh, okay. That's a speedrunner strap, but where are the bolts? Are they in place? Pretty much. We got to the OEM engine, the rusted-ass OEM engine, and it looked at the end of the transmission too. Yes, the auto shit box. Yes. And the crappy manifold, and I believe the crappy, I think it's also called OEM intake, right? The intake thingy. Can I please jump on it, me? OEM intake, yes. Well, that made the process even more seamless to swap out the engine and the transmission and the other parts along the way with the throttle bodies and the manifold. And as per usual, just use the same bolts that came with it that just exploded when I just detached the engine by just undoing the 4 bolts and just doing that as so. It's pretty much the best speedrunner strat is to just take out the engine and let the parts just explode so you don't have to take out every single individual part, the manifold, the throttle body, the engine mounting bolts, and the transmission along the way just to take out every single part one by one where you can take all the parts out by just exploiting the game. Alright, I believe the engine's all good, but I can just get underneath with the mechanical creeper and undo the... Is this the stock exhaust? Performance exhaust. Oh, interesting. And swap her out with the racing exhaust and it's snowing outside. Yep, this is pure Canadianism right here, folks. It's snowing outside, and it should automatically water my crops with my potato plants and my upstairs weed plants. And Mr. Lights and Bumper. These gotta go because we got both the left off-road headlights and the bumper that I found at the dumpster to get the welded differential. I might as well swap out the differential while I'm at it. Seeing that we only got the open differential that you normally get when you start the game with the stock Konig. Alright, Mr. Bumper, you goots to go. It's the regular front bumper. And the off-road bumper. Looks a little aggressive and rusty at the same time. So seeing that my guy's tired, let's work on a Saturday. So engine, well, car off. Car off and headlights off. There we go, there we go. Now let's sleep. Alright, I removed every single suspension part, including the tires, because we did get access to the shocks, which I gotta do the top ones up here too, sorry. Alright, now I got everything removed in terms of suspension, so the brakes. These OEM brakes got to go. And swap them out with the rear stuff, with the performance parts. Good. And the suspension, these are also OEMs, right? Yes, OEM shocks for all sides. And get underneath the creeper. Oh man. That's a lot of damage. And undo the A-arms, these rusted-ass A-arms. Still the OEM kind, despite being in its rusty shape. Same thing with the sway bars and all that stuff in general with the suspension. And also it's kind of interesting, I'm still running on a open differential from where I first had this car. Yes, this is the open differential, and what I got here is the welded differential where you can find a dumpster. Same thing with the off-road front bumper, too. Alright, let's install the springs. Damn! Look at the... We got a lot of ground clearance, folks! This thing's gonna be a highballer, yeah? And the rear brakes are clipping through the ground. Man, this is gonna get interesting so fast once we get everything installed, including the strut bars too, for the sake of stability. Alright, seems everything in terms of the suspension and the differential seems to be, like, quote-unquote installed. Now we gotta put all the bolts in for everything. Maple syrup, including the tires also, but I want to make sure everything suspension-wise is okay. Alright, seems I got the entire suspension all done, but I decided to change out the spoiler right here. I think I'm going to do so. So we got the basic lip spoiler, and we got this serious, almost like big-ass drag-looking lip spoiler that we got here. I might as well do the quick old switcheroo with this bad boy, so this bolt goes out here, and this bolt goes out, out here, to get rid of the spoiler, please. Thank you. We're going to run with the one that I won by doing street races. And sheesh, look how like transparent, like hard to see the clear shifter right here. It took me a minute to find this one, so the only things I got a couple left to get done is the shifter, and I also got to screw in the performance like adjustable ECU tuner, which is all that's left is this car is the shifter, which first of all undo the steering wheel. And can you do so? Yeah, you could do so with the air gun to get rid of the OEM shifter. Okay. And clear shifter. Not that bad looking. Add the deep dish steering wheel from Roger's shop. Put this bad boy in. And hopefully it's not going to be much in the way as soon as I screw this in. The rusty ass bolt. But I'm not a big fan of that rusty ass bolt. Do I have another one like that's clean? How about these black ones? And the answer is... much, much cleaner. Nice. And the last parts are the seats, so let's get on to upgrading both of these seats. Alrighty, so finally I got the car completely done, it appears, with the new engine, just a naturally aspirated setup, new rally suspension, still the rusty bolts right here from the beginning of the game, with a rusty front bumper, which, can you de-rustify this? The Galley gas station's still open, I could probably check it out. And I might as well repaint the car there too once I stop down at the gas station. And what is this black piece? And before we drive this thing, let's check out the upstairs bunker and the downstairs bunker in terms of my potato plants ready to be harvested and my wheat plants ready to be harvested too. So let's do the harvesting and do the driving next. And my downstairs operations is 100% ready to go. And how about my compost? 100% ready. Nice. So pack the fertilizer. Boom. So fertilizer pack. How do I do this again? Fertilize? How? Oh, you just... I'm stupid. So do it 3 more times to fertilize this thing to 100% so we can get this thing to grow much quicker for our basement growing operations. 100% full, that's a first in this series. And a harvest basket. Let's do the usual and harvest away. Mass clicking intensifies, and you know the drill. And sheesh, 355 of these seeds? Well, let's get to planting until we're running out of soil, run out of the outdoor planters in the bunker. And for potatoes, let's do the same thing and package a bunch of the french fry packs to sell to the freaking but the snack delivery center in town. And last time using the compost box here, I know it kind of glitched out, like I have like a similar amount of seeds of like 200 some potato seeds. What if we put these in again? Still at 265 and a full compost. So I don't lose potato seeds whatsoever. And this is like basically infinite 100% compost box glitch thing fest that we got going here. Because the small compost box, it does consume your potato seeds, but I believe this doesn't, which is interesting. So let's load all these into the truck and sell them and drive the Konig, which I think I have to do so by tomorrow. And also I did hear the thing go off, so yes, it did water, and yes, everything is fertilized with my cannabisioso thanks to it fertilizing it. Well, since it's about midnight in game and the shop's gonna close in like 15 minutes in game and my maple syrup needs are critically high, I might as well pack the last boy right here. Please, here. Good enough, and close up everything, shut down my lights in the garage, and sleep until tomorrow morning. Pretty much made all my money back. $26,435, and we're at $27,555. I was at like $15,000, $16,000. Now I'm at $27,000. That's a healthy profit after upgrading my Konig. But seeing that we got all this time to kill, because the shop opens, I'm calling it a shop, but the restaurant opens at 1200 hours at noon, and it's 7 o'clock in game, let's drive the racing, or rally Konig. Damn. Sounds kind of brutal already, so first gear we go. VTEC kicked in, yo? So with these all-season tires, it's gonna be in a pain in the ass to drive this car, and are my tires low? They're inserting kind of hard on the ground, like they're getting low. So are my tires good? Check the inflator. 30 PSI up front, 30 PSI in the back, 30's all around. It might be just how the car's set up, I guess. So I believe I make it right at the fork, and just dead up ahead should be like the track, kind of like where I found the welded differential and the front bumper to Konig. Yes, I'm certain, right? Yep, this seems familiar. Yes, because this is it. Nice. So unlike the dune buggy and how that thing was like bouncing like so dangerous to drive, let's see what this boy is like as I pull a sick J-turn, rev it up in first gear, redline it to 8,000 something RPM, and make the jump. Chickens. Stuck the landing. Let's try it again in a slower speed and in third person, so gun it. 55. Off target, but still good enough. How about the other side? Fair. This is pretty much the best that we got right now in terms of like doing off-roading, is being in the sand pits right here, the sand dunes, some tiny ass sand dunes with that little jump there, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, the future update in this game, if the update were to come soon, is that you'll get the Prince car, and be struggling to get up the hill, the Prince car, the front wheel drive car, and more off-roading tracks for like being out in the dirt, the sand, and all that, so I can get some use out of this now wannabe rally car Konig. And see that my grip is kind of janky. If the stores would have been open on a Sunday, I would have bought some off-road tires, kind of like how I have on the old truck, and put some like off-road tires so it's grippy on the sand. Alright, let's head back to the house and grab the old truck and that chicken. Let's grab the old truck as I drive home and bring that to the Stack Delivery Center, seeing the place could be opening in the next 3 hours. Pull up in there, sell the French fry packs, and might as well call this video quits because nothing's open on a Sunday except for that. Alright, we're 2 hours early, so let's start to unload right now and prepare for the biggest ear rape in your life once I set everything down and once this becomes sellable.
2 hours later.
Hey guys, guess what? Ear rape. $3,600, pallet is full, so what do we got here? 4 more that's in excess. So seeing that we can sell 18 at a time, these 4 will be sold on a Monday in-game, and I should get $800. So, I guess that was worth a 3-hour wait. So, from upgrading the stock, bare-bone stock Konig to a full-fledged off-road racer like a wannabe rally car, it pretty much looks not too bad at the moment, but unfortunately since the Sunday in-game, I can't re-spray paint the car to a different color other than the blue color that I got at the house, which has been applied to the racing Konig. It would have been even more nicer if I had the opportunity to put some more off-road racing tires, like some general off-roading tires, to really increase the pizzazz, the appearance of this car, to make it look like a real off-roader. So anyways, that'll do it with Mon Bazou. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos like this in the future. So this is TRIZE Rising Up, and signing out.